Rockingham Speedway for the next race of the NASRS Sprint Race Series. We have 20 laps here on this 1.02 mile racetrack with Alan Mooch starting on pole. To his outside will be Tanner Campos with Ian Stiles, and Tyler King making up the second row as we go green. Brian Ligon tries to take it through wide further back in the pack. Alan Mooch is starting to clear as he has cleared the 24 now. Alan Mooch is the leader. Got a couple cars further back in the pack. We saw the Ally 99 and the Budweiser 1 almost getting the wall. As Ian Stiles makes a move for the lead. To the inside, you see Nate Wines and Zach Stern also catching up. As Ian Stiles is actually going to lead lap 1. Ian is now cleared the rest of the field. It's 2 by 2 behind him for about 5 rows. To come with the start finish line, pit road is closed. And the caution's actually out. There was a wreck further back in the pack. We'll get a replay of that now. It was involving Jacob Wario in the 54 car. It's like he just got high off the corner. Now he flipped. Jacob Wario goes for one hell of a ride. End over end here in North Carolina. I don't know if Montavious is didn't get out of gas or if Jacob tried to close the door. What a crash I see from Jacob's point of view now. Get ready for this. I counted 5 times flipping there. That is insane. Got it from the aerial, the helicopter view. He actually had a pretty good amount of speed flipping. It wasn't like this slow flip. He was flipping at high rate. So we already have 1 to go on the pit caution car. You got the 86 and the 83, 1-2. Those two have been your best 2 drivers all season. Ian Stiles and Zach Stern. Definitely the 2 most dominant drivers of the season so far. Both of them have a few wins apiece. Yeah. You got Nate Wines in third. Carter Jones and Alan Mooch making up the top 5. This race definitely continues with the Chevy domination aspect as they're 1-2 right now, with a Ford in third and a few Fords further back in the top 10. No Toyotas in sight though. The 2 Toyotas are both outside the top 10 right now. Very aggressive move by Zach Stern in turn 1. He's going to get to the inside. He's going to make a pass. Is Nate Wines going to try to send Ian? Not quite. Zach Stern extends his lead up to a third of a second over Ian Stiles. You got the whole top 10 within 2 seconds of each other so far, right on 1 lap of the restart. Be interested to see if they can keep up this close proximity to each other, if they'll get spread out. As we're about to hit the halfway point, it's lap 8 right now. Lap 10 is the halfway marker of the race. Let's see when that comes up in a few laps. Zach just looks very fast right now. Starting to gain a little bit on Ian. He has definitely been the best driver so far this season. That's why he is the points leader. He won a few races, won Kentucky and Daytona so far. He's just been on fire all season. Very successful season so far for the Propel number 83. His teammate Tanner Campos though is struggling. He won COTA earlier this year. He's in 9th right now, behind a few guys who we don't normally see up front. Most notably, Toby Smith is running at 8th. He's a nice upset. And Logan Speed's in the top 10 too, someone else that we don't see up front all the time. The rest of the group though, normal contenders. You got Stern, Stiles, Wines, Jones, Logano, Mooch, King. And there's O'Connor as he pops in the top 10. That's going to knock Tanner Campos outside the top 10. He's fading. As we continue to watch the number 83 car lead laps here. We're over halfway now. Zach just seems unbeatable right now. He is continuing to stretch this gap. It's not by a lot, but he's stretching about a tenth every lap, it seems, and he's now up to 6/10 of a lead. 6/10 of a second lead, sorry. Alan Mooch has fallen from his pole position. He started first. He's all the way back to, right now it says 9th on the leaderboard, but when I saw him down the backstretch, he was about to get passed again. See, he barely hangs on to his top 10. He is still in 9th right now. You'll see him coming off the corner. As Toby Smith is running really high, that's going to possibly cause him to lose a few spots. He was in 7th on this coming into this lap. He may fall back a few spots now. Zach Stern continues to stretch his lead. He's now up to almost 8/10 of a second. Entire top 10's within 3.5 seconds, which is pretty good for a short track. Not getting off the spread out right now. The majority of that gap is from Stern. Behind Stern, it's a decent gap to Styles, and then it's right after Wines. It gets really close. Everyone's within like a half a second of each other. So you come off the corner, you got battle between the 22 and the 38. You got a battle that's brewing between the teammates in the 62 and the 77. Got a few battles going on in the top 10. Nothing too exciting though right now. Laps continue to tick down here, but now we're only at 4 to go for Zach Stern. He's looking for yet another win this season. This would be a big win for him. It would extend his points lead. It wouldn't extend it a ton because of Ian Styles ran in second, but they have been the class of the field this year, and it would be honestly a little surprising right now with the way this season's running. If one of those drivers does not take home the championship at the end of the season. Nate Wines, though, is someone to look at as a dark horse for the title. He's just been super consistent so far this season. He hasn't led a bunch of laps, but he's always been like the top, I don't know, top 4. He's always been in the top 5, basically. He's been in the top 5, basically, all race today. He's always up front contending, but he hasn't been able to get over the hump yet and truly like dominate a race like we've seen Zach do a few times now. All 3 of Zach's wins, assuming that he wins today, would be very, very start to finish wins. I believe he started on pole at both Kentucky and Daytona and won from the pole there. And here, he didn't start on the pole, but he started up front, and he has just pulled away after that early restart. He laps Chase George. He used to be the points leader, but this season has gone bad very quickly for the number 6. He was the points leader after, I think it was after Kentucky he was leading points, but he has had a horrific few races, and I would be surprised if he's still in the top 10 in points. Brian Logano's been making up a few amount of spots the last few laps. He's up to 3rd. He may have a shot at Ian before this race is over. He's closing for sure. But actually, it's the last lap, so I don't think he has enough. As Zach Stern's gonna win at Rockingham. 3rd win of the year for Zach. Another dominating win, another massive win for him. So we're going to wish Zach Stern a big congratulations. So we're going to see him do his burnout here. He's had some issues with burnouts this year, and he's going to hit the wall hard. Yeah, it looks like the car is okay. A little dented up front, but he was excited there. He was trying to get it to spin big time. Now he's in the grass. This one clearly means a lot to Zach as he hits the inside wall. Any other walls he wants to hit? Want to go to the back? Should hit that wall too. Yeah, another win for Zach. He's getting decent at these burnouts now. Oh, he hits the wall again. Now that I think about it, though, he wrecked in his burnout at Daytona, and we never were able to show it. He couldn't get a good burnout going in Kentucky, and he had a rough burnout here, crashed a few times. Maybe Zach Stern isn't the greatest at burnouts. As we see, the results kind of tick by now. Tough day for the Toyotas. Tree Leclerc got 14th, and Terry Rose got 18th. And Jacob Warrior was our only DNF after flipping very early in the race. So I hope to see you next time for the next race in the NASCAR Sprint Race Series.